Hi. Um, Today what God has been showing me today and over the week is beginning to see the Lord is showing me is the God of self. Self, the God of self, is the enemy of a true servanthood. The God of self is the enemy of true servanthood because you would truly serve someone else. Because the God is self, a demon is self, in manifestation and operation in your life. That's where the spirit of Jezebel, and they come in the spirit of Jezebel, and a certain sense of pride, ego, a huge ego, self-awareness, and the self-pity works comes along with it. When they try to attack and cry and what do you mean? And they're always whining and it's self-pity or think people someone don't like me or this person is after me or that group are working together, anti-submissive spirit. And I want you to hear this, anti-submissive, because some people look submissive, but what submission is? False submission. False submission. Because they will act as though they are humble, submissive, and they're not humble and submissive in true sense to a spiritual authority. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's always want to do its own thing. Like it never want to come to Bible study. It will come close to you to find out how you do what you do, how you got what you got. And it when it knows how to do that, it breaks away and does its own thing. And it says, and it would say, God told me to do this, and the God spoke to me to do this a long time ago. This right here is why powerful men and women of God, powerful churches never arise. Many of them do not rise to a state of power because where they supposed to be, they walk where God ordained them to be. You find that they're crumbling in medium ground, medium level. They went from a large church organization to a small church organization, and that area is why they had not found a group of people to surround themselves with that truly trust them, truly honor them, truly adore them, truly serve the God they know. It's the God of self. Self wants to be promoted. Self wants to be celebrated. These people, if you don't applaud them, if you don't recognize them, if you don't call their names, they become offended and they would even stay home from church or they would not support another venture you go to do. The Jezebel spirit is there. They will not support you in ministry and mission, and they will not support you if you were birthed in that church organization. They will not support you. Sometimes it runs in looking for applause, recognition, for their name to be called. So I want to go back to, as I mentioned early, the God of self, the demon of self, self-egotistic, prideful, arrogance. For these people are not, in the first view of them, you would not think that they are. Because remember, this hide behind false. They look as though they submitted, but it's false submission. They look at as that they're humble, but it's false humility. And these people, many of them don't realize there's a demon spirit working in them. But when you begin to go after that as a prophet, any prophet should know, if you're going to go after them in their chin, you're going to be prayed up. You need to be prayed up because that demon knows you're coming after it. It's going to quickly connect. Praise God. There were other people in that organization or in that ministry that are like spirit, like mind. That spirit is going to connect. And that's why